Anyone else? Okay.
Actually, you mentioned lead.
Yeah.
How does lead seize the new 1024, and how are their forms going to be changed so that we can reflect this? Because I think right now they only look at, okay, what's the installed watts. Obviously, they don't look at power adjustment factors at this time. So how is that going to play out?
I'm absolutely not an expert on lead because Title 24 is complicated enough to keep me occupied. But I think with lead you earn credits for going above and beyond code by a certain percentage, right? Is that generally, yeah? Or the same with utility programs, you go beyond, above and beyond code. So yeah, unfortunately, every 3 years or 4 years when we update Title 24, it makes it that much harder to get credit on the utility programs when we get credit on the lead. So yeah, we're raising the bar all the time. You guys are constantly trying to jump, 3 inches above the bar, and we keep raising the bar. But that's that's because technology's improved. We've got to keep it moving. So we've made a few changes to how we've already talked a little bit about how you classify the power of a Luminaire with power adjustment factor. This relates to the question of, well, how do we know this is 60 watts in the first place? How do we get to that number? And there are a lot of situations where that's very straightforward. I buy 4 Cree downlights for my kitchen. They're 9.5 watts. I can't change that. They're 9.5 watts. I can't overdrive them. I can't change them out with a different lamp holder because there's no lamp holder. It's just a thing. It's a single unitary luminaire. So that's easy. But let's say we've got, like here, we've got CFLs. You probably all seen these CFLs where the ballast is capable of driving an 18-watt lamp, a 23-watt lamp, a 26-watt lamp, a 32-watt lamp, all from the same ballast, a multi-watt ballast in the CFL. That's really common. What do we do about that as the people who write code? Do we say, well, you know what? Yeah, you got those ballasts in there, and they're driving 18-watt lamps, but those ballasts could drive a 42-watt lamp. So we're going to say that you've got a 42-watt luminaire up there, and that wouldn't, it wouldn't make you very happy, and that would create a lot of work for building inspectors. They'd have to go around and kind of take the lamps out, check every ballast. What's the maximum wattage printed on the ballast? So we said on this one, we're going to basically trust people and say, hey, if you've got a ballast that can drive up to 42 watts, but you're only using 26 or whatever, we're going to say it's a 26-watt luminaire. Because, in real life, chances are in a commercial building, if you've got 26-watt lamps in it, the facilities person is probably going to come around and replace them with 26-watt lamps. I mean, they might bump them up a little bit, might bump them down a little bit, but probably that's what they're going to replace them with, because they're not going to want to come in and make one luminaire brighter than all the others. So we think that's going to work fine, and we don't want to make people's lights too high. Same with some HID luminaires. You've got HID luminaires that are multi-watt ballast. So we said what we'll do is we'll accept the peel-down label. So inside the luminaire housing, it says maximum rated relamping wattage is whatever it's got printed on the label, and you can have multiple labels that either the manufacturer or the installer can peel down. So the first one says 42 watts, the next one says 32 watts, the next one says 26 watts. So you peel it down till it says 26, you put a 26-watt lamp in it, and you're good to go.